Hello class. So here is my final project video from the discussion of this term with the Professor Don Rees. So I'd like to talk about the evolution of myself. I'd like to talk on how I am here and what brings me here and what I look forward in this journey. So from the learnings from the course taught by Professor Don Rees. So here I come from engineering background. So I did my undergraduation in industrial engineering from one of the top 10 Indian institutions called the National Institute of Technology, Palli. So it's in a small town in southern part of India. And during my 4 year graduation, so I was learning about the different industrial operations and what's the cost efficiency model and how we gauge statistics and data analytical skills into the business world. So that's what pushed me to look into the business side of uh, the corporate world. So here I started off my journey with EY, which is a Chicago-based healthcare firm. So I interned there for a couple of months, and I was working on different healthcare products for US-based clients. And then I moved to a food delivery company called Swiggy. I was people manager, so I was area manager handling a city, tier one city in India, Chennai. So I had three different teams laterally reporting to me with focus on different teams, different KPIs. And then I moved to Nestaway. It's a property management firm. So here I was handling both supply and demand side of things. So I was the zonal manager. So I had team size of about 10 people reporting to me. So where I had a customer support team where they source demand, they talk to tenants, leads, and then they schedule visits to the properties. And then we have different team where they onboard houses, and then we have different central team where they give us guidance on automating things and new softwares, which makes our ground level operations easy. So here I was taking care of both sales and operations, and I had a focus on people management. Here I was handling team size of 10. As I was telling. So here we look at different scenarios when you handle team, right? So when there's a team member who takes leave for like continuous 2 3 weeks, and then there's work overload, and then you're short on targets. So how you cover up the work? So how you get immediate replacement? So you face pressure from the external clients, so you have payment issues to the owners or the client side of things, or probably a marketing agency didn't deliver on time. So all this coordination. So when you're handling balancing both internal and external stakeholders, when you have a team size, so you have huge responsibility on your plate. So I was trying to figure out things. I was initially like right out of my grad school, and I was trying to see where I fit in and what's my work goal like. So where I can really excel and showcase my learnings, where I can produce things, where how it's useful to the environment and the world, where what makes people lives easier. So that's when I moved international. So I moved to Dubai with an offer from another food tech company called Talabat, and then I was working there for a couple of months in the merchant onboarding team, where I was working with it gave me like real sense of diverse global world, where I was working with the background of like 22 different ethnicities, and I was in a different country, which is been like one of the world's top 10 cities, and the pace of life and the business world, how the work is happening. I think that was where like my real transformation happened. So for the last 3 years, I would say. So I was working for different companies. So I worked with a startup called Yellow Market. So that gave me real sense of leadership. So they gave me complete responsibility of things. So I was grew up a team like from scratch. So the team which was making like about 2 orders a day, so it shot up to like about $1 million revenue in a couple of quarters. So complete marketplace handling, where I was balancing both internal and external stakeholders, onboarding new business, ensuring like the smooth scale up of the business, and then stabilizing the operations, ensuring the customer satisfaction here, and the customer experience. Everything was in balance. So when you're handling so the different teams, so when you're running a business, you have different teams, and then you have acquisition. So back to my career phase with Nestaway. So here there I was handling properties which were acquired from a different company. So here you don't have any data and what systems they're using, what identifiers they use for the house ID, or like how we map the tenant information or the owner information. And there was this overlaps of deposits collected from the tenants and not being returned back to the owners and owners. So there is this confusion and how we resolve such issues with having so making sure data having the base of things. So that's why I chose this course. Business analytics and leadership is something where it's pretty much necessary when you scale up, when you grow. You have different, so you have to transfer your skill set, and you can't do things all by your own. So you need a set of team to for the work to be done, and then to allocate. So because you have like, so you'll be working more, not more than like 8 to 10 hours a day, and when you have that limited time, so how you produce much more, like double the output or triple the output of what you are able to do. So that's only possible when you have a team, and to manage a team, you need a specific leadership skill set, and that's what I'm here for. And I'm fortunate I got an opportunity to uh, learn under Professor Marmet and Professor Don Rees. So the different learning, so the different sessions, different questionnaires when I was looking at. So the most fitting leadership I looked at was adaptive leadership and servant leadership. So here I look at myself as adapting to different scenarios. So coming to an example where it's heavily snowing in during winters in the states, so the business like usually slows down, so you don't need like extra people or something which is unnecessary, so overburden cost, so you just want to go at a lean pace. So when the business is heavy and you see like extra funds coming in over profits when you're growing profits, so that's when you need, like, you want to try out new stuff. So here then you need more manpower. So here, like, you can go aggressive in that kind of season. So here in these two different seasons you need different style of leadership. And so from this assessment, so you need to be adaptive here, so you need to you can't be restricted to change. So every big company, so when I was working with Talabat, they follow culture, diversity and inclusion. And Amazon, they have 16 different leadership principles. And Google, Facebook, every company has built on a culture. And they showcase how they produce results, how their team works. So here, Utica University has their own principles and has their own set of rules, how they ensure, like, how they produce students, how the graduate students, how they step out. So I see that learning here, like from the course structure, from the different interactive sessions, what we have. So from the presentations, how we learn the course, how we make sure we produce results. We have this weekly deadlines, and everything's like, so you have enough time to do your research, get your work to real results. So from the adaptive leadership and servant leadership, I see ensuring like all your followers, all your team, like whatever blockers they have, ensuring you have that resolved. So that will help them like focus more on producing better results and improving the team efficiency. So this is what I would see as my journey so far, and I look forward to the learnings in the coming semesters, coming terms. So for the next couple of months, I'll be occupied with learnings and understanding the business world in the States. And I look forward to going back to the corporate world with the learnings, what I see myself. And I always, so it's been like 3, 4 months now. And that's already like a transformation in the way I look at things, the way I see myself going back to the business world, and ensuring team or whatever team I build and whatever leader I work under. So I look at getting things done. Looking forward to the feedback here. Thanks a lot.